My fellow Wellies. All right, that's my attempt to be presidential. Get that out of the way. Coming to you from the living room of Anton and Christina Dimenchuk. And Anton's behind the camera shaking his head like he didn't want me to say that. Too bad. I'm not going to give you their address. It's a Friday morning. It is a less than pleasant day outside for sure. And these are interesting times in which we live. Awful lot going on. And it creates some anxiety. It can create depression. It can create some fear. Certainly we face the unknown. And things right now seem to be getting worse before hopefully they're going to get better. But just wanted to reach out and communicate with our church a little bit. And we're going to do this perhaps periodically in the days and the weeks that are ahead. We'll see how long this lasts. But just wanted to stay in touch with you, say hello, share a thought or two, and bring you a couple pieces of just pertinent information, I hope. You know, it was a week ago Thursday that I was in Food City at the base of Lookout Mountain doing a little shopping for some ingredients for mashed potatoes for our small group dinner a week ago Thursday night. And I passed a lady in her grocery cart, and she had at least 10 to 12 loaves of bread standing on end in her grocery cart. And I found myself frustrated. And I wanted to reach over and take 2 or 3 loaves for myself and say, quit hoarding. But it's interesting that times like this create or can bring out the best of humanity and can bring out the worst of humanity. But it certainly can lead us to the point of delving into fear more than we would like. And when I think about what it means to be a Jesus follower and to face crises like this, one of the things I'm reminded of, that one of the things that Jesus said over and over and over again was, do not be afraid. When you go through the pages of Scripture, whether the Old Testament or the New Testament, and human beings encounter things that are frightening, the words of God are always, fear not, do not be afraid. And I think of Jesus and the disciples on the Sea of Galilee and the storm, and it's ravaging the boat and it's about ready to sink. And Jesus is sleeping, of all things, on the back of the boat. And the disciples awaken him, and he basically asks them, why were you afraid? Why are you afraid? So I just want to send along a few words of just encouragement today. Fear not. You know, our God is sovereign. He's bigger than this. Doesn't mean that we're not going to face trial or challenge. In fact, I think as Americans, in some ways, this is a reminder to us that there are chunks of the world that live in this kind of fear and uncertainty all the time. And it's interesting as Americans, when our comforts get taken away, how much angst and anxiety we want to, that we tend to experience or tend to feel. And so I hear today the words of Jesus, you know, fear not, do not be afraid. He is sovereign. He's in charge of all things. And he's got the whole world in his hands. As broken as the world is at times, he's got the whole world in his hands. So maybe 2 words for our church today, fear not, or 3 words, do not be afraid. 4 words. Hey, there's a couple things I want to let you know about. If you are on the Wells email list, you would have received an email yesterday outlining a couple of things. We are going to suspend services at the well through the end of the month for now. So that means no worship service tomorrow, March 21, no worship service a week from tomorrow, March 28. We'll reassess things at the end of the month as we move into the month of April. In the meantime, we have divided up the names of the contact list at the well among our 9 or 10 leadership team members. And in the next few days, you'll probably be getting a call from a leadership team member just checking in on you, asking how you're doing. Be nice to us when we call. And we just want to see how you're doing. If there's anything specifically that you need, or if you know of someone that has a specific need, we want you to please let us know. And that's the other thing I want to let you know about before we wrap up here, is there are 4 individuals listed on that email, the pastoral care team. This is something new at the well. Winter, Beck, Joel Davis, myself, and Jason Foster. All of our contact numbers are listed there on that email, along with our pictures. Don't be afraid. speaking of fear, don't be afraid to reach out, give us a call. If there's something you need, or if there's something you know that someone else needs, if we can help in any way. We want to make sure we're doing all we can to be the church to each other in this time of uncertainty and crisis. So you'll be hearing from us on the leadership team in the next few days. No services tomorrow or a week from tomorrow. And then we'll stay in touch with some of these video vignettes as we move forward. So that's all for now. Just wanted to say hello, let you know we're thinking about you. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. In the meantime, try to limit it to a loaf of bread or two at Food City. Save me some. And yeah, and we'll talk later. You guys take care. Have a good Sabbath. Bye.